West Side Wasabi Chicken and Cheese, everybody. It's your best friend, RIP Retro, yada yada yada. Anyway, I'm making this video because I'm pretty upset. I made a 15-minute video explaining my perspective and my take on that new ad thing that's going on with YouTube, thanks to Logan Paul and whatnot. And it was 100% serious, and it was like talking about my personal experience with these sorts of things. And it got corrupted. All the 15 minutes gone. So essentially, there's nothing there. I wasted 15 minutes of my life on a video that didn't even matter. So I'm gonna do a quick recap of everything that I talked about. There's little extras because after I recorded that video, I realized I didn't say some things that I wanted to be said, so I reset some stuff. So I'll put those in there anyway, just because they help. But essentially what I said is it really affects us poorly. What it is it requires smaller content creators to have at least 1,000 subs and at least 4,000 hours watch times, in addition to the 10,000 total views on your channel in order to get monetized at all. That's what the whole thing is right now, and I just said that it's not really easy, they and then if you ask like a bigger YouTube how they think about it, most of them will say, well, it shouldn't be that big a deal because I did it and other people can do it. Like Chris Raygun, he said that he managed to get 1,000 subs in 3 months in 2014. I also brought up the time difference. There's a big time difference. There wasn't as much competition then as there is now. There's a bunch of stuff. Not to mention that before he even got 1,000 subs, he said that he didn't get serious until 2014. He started in 2007, and up in 2014, he only had a couple hundred subs. That's a lot. That's already a huge portion of the way to 1,000. Not to mention people like me who don't do YouTube full time because they have school, they have jobs, they can't donate the time to do it. One tiny thing I wanted to add is that I feel like as of right now, it's kind of a circle. It's a weird circle. Like people say, well, if you want to get money or get monetized on YouTube, stop treating it as like a side thing and start treating it like a job. To which I feel like it's difficult to do that, because YouTube, like I said, it's hard to treat something as a job when it doesn't pay you. You have to work harder and harder to get paid in the first place, and that doesn't help people who are in their 20s and they can't do YouTube full time because they need to support themselves, and it's getting harder and harder to just start supporting themselves on YouTube when they start out. That's a problem. I'm trying to get all this done. I don't want to make another 15-minute video. I lost all the topics that I talked about. Like, the moment I say it, I basically forget it. So I'd have to go into a whole nother tangent. But essentially, I just said a lot of the big channels, they don't really understand because they haven't been in that position. They haven't been in the position of being a small channel in a long time. Like, it's difficult to understand from that perspective if you haven't been there. It's worse because they're from a different time. They're YouTubers from years ago, so they don't understand the problem of being a small YouTuber now. It's a lot more difficult now. There's a lot of people on the platform, a lot of small channels, a lot of people doing a lot of different things, so it's difficult to make a way for yourself. Another thing to add, when they say, these big YouTubers, they say that we should, or the smaller YouTube should be able to amass a certain amount of views and subs in a certain amount of time. We also have to take into account AdSense. Even for a small YouTuber, like, especially for a small YouTuber, say you just barely got over it, like you just barely got 4,000 views in the last 12 months, and you just barely hit 1,000 subs, like 2 days ago. Now you're finally allowed to get ads. You got 10,001 total views. You're finally allowed to get ads. The first ad, you place an ad on your video, it gets like 100 views. You only make like 3 cents because not only are there limited ads, but people also use ad blocker. Ad blocker is real bad. It may not be as bad for big channels, but for a small channel, having ad blocker is just horrible. That's why I don't have it on for YouTube. I'll have it on for everything else, but YouTube is one of the things I left alone, especially if it's a small channel, because it robs them so much money. Ad blocker is a killer of monetary gain. And that's kind of everything I talked about. I'm trying to think if there's anything else as important as those topics. I mean, obviously, yes, but right now, the recesses of my brain just don't remember them. But anyway, it was a serious video. I had good points, I believe, good points. So, I don't know. It's just I guess it's one of those things, like the first time all my footage got deleted. It's one of those things. It happens. Something we gotta live with. I'm still beyond livid. Let that be known. I'm not happy. I also did like a sort of mini update. Anyway, outside of this video, I'm doing music again. I'm getting back into music. I'll upload something. I don't know. I'm also planning on finishing my music videos or making my music video for Too Much For You. I think it's high in time I did that. It's been almost a year. It's been almost a year. I had to take a moment. Anyway, and I do intend to do a podcast with Alex at some point. In the near future. I'm going to try and do something. Oh, I just remembered one of the things I talked about. It's finals week. In addition to the whole school thing and being busy, it's a main reason why I haven't uploaded. I've been doing quite a bit of studying, and school has been getting in the way of me uploading anything. I haven't had any ideas. Anywho, so it's finals week, actually. And if you don't know, I live in North Carolina. And right now, during finals week, I only had 2 tests left. It's the first semester. We're going into the second one. It's finals. Anyway, I had two classes to take tests in, and the first day when I was supposed to go, school gets canceled because they don't know if it's gonna snow or not. And then it did snow that day. So I missed my first test. I didn't think it would be anything. I wake up the next morning. It's mad snowy. There is like small. There's like Colorado level, like short. It's like maybe 2 inches of snow outside. And I'm confused. And then they decided to cancel it for today. And today's Thursday. Friday was supposed to be the makeup day. I was supposed to not have to come Friday. I'll have to come Friday and Monday and Tuesday, because that's when the new classes will start. So it's like I don't even know what makeups are gonna be. Honestly, I'm just upset that North Carolina decided that it wants to snow for 2 days. I don't get it. It's any other day, I would have been ecstatic if had it been any other day. Nah, let's just do it in the middle of finals, cause winter loves me. Anywho, that's all. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Thank you guys. Like I said, if I have anything more to add, I will add it. Hopefully, this footage won't get corrupted. I can't say that it won't. I can't say that it will. I'm upset, though. Just know I'm going to be editing this with a very, very upset face. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. It's because of Logan Paul. I don't know if you knew that. It's Logan Paul's fault that we're having this happen. Because he's a racist. Well, he's not a racist, but he was doing some real racist and obnoxious things in Japan. He was being incredibly disrespectful and horribly disrespectful to Japanese people, and the culture. He's a horrible person. That just needs to be said. He's a horrible person, and his parents clearly, actually, his parents are just as bad because they don't help. They got involved in the fame, and now they're just as bad as he is. Anywho, it's like the first time with the first adpocalypse. Usually, it's not the smaller creator's fault that these things happen, but we get messed up anyway. We get screwed over when all these things happen. So that's all I gotta say. That's my 2 cents on it. I would have elaborated more, and I did elaborate more. But that footage is gone. Let's hope this one this one doesn't get corrupted, because if it does, I will be incredibly sad. And the next one will be only 1 minute instead of 7. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's heartwarming, woo. Okay, it's pretty it's heartwarming, actually. I may only get like average of a 10, but it's better than nothing. At least I'm doing something. At least people care. Enough people. Anyway, so that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understand my perspective, and if you have any questions on it, don't hesitate to comment or anything like that. I plug my social media, but I'm sure I've already done that before. Anyway, hope you guys like my new outro song. I'm doing something new. like I said, thank you guys.